Hey y'all, welcome back to the Holiday Hotties Challenge with Hotties Pilates. I have a little special guest, Rascal, here with me today. He'll go to sleep on his little donut bed over there in a second. Anyways, today is Candy Cane Core Workout. Optional props are the soft Pilates ball that we used for workout one. And then another optional prop are going to be wrist weights, ankle weights. I would suggest 1 or 2 pounds. Any heavier could strain your shoulder joints, things like that. If you want to try the weights and then ditch them halfway through, totally fine. Again, this workout is meant to feel good. So let's get started. Okay, so we're going to start with a bird dog. So we're going to place one of the weights around your right wrist and the other weight, again, if you're using them, totally optional, are going to come around the left ankle. So opposite arm, opposite leg. And we're going to go into quadruped position, which is on all fours. So we're going to come down on your hands and knees. And I want to start with our breath work here. So what we don't want is we don't want to arch our back and let our belly hang. And then we also don't want to be in a flexed spine. He'll fall asleep in a second. Sorry if he's distracting. So what we don't want is a super flexed spine or a super extended spine. We really want a neutral spine here. Hi, baby. Can you go to your bed, please? I love you. So from here, you guys, what you're going to do is we're going to start. I want to have you build, yeah, just so we find the comfort level here. So let's take a deep exhale. And I want you to pull that belly button up to your spine. Now, that does not mean sucking in. Yeah, we're not pushing the belly button to our spine that way. We're taking an exhale. So it's, and we're pulling the rib cage together. And right away, our transverse abdominals are engaged. Those are the corset muscles. Yeah. All right. So let's get started here. So take that deep exhale. Right away, our abs are engaged. I want you to just extend the left leg and I want you to bring it to just hip height. And then you're going to bend the knee. Now, when you bend the knee, I don't want you to tuck that tailbone and round that lower lumbar spine. Yeah. I want you to maintain that neutral spine the entire time. That is going to help us engage our core rather than just our butt and hamstring. That's just a little extra. Okay, so we're going to inhale, reach out, and I want you to exhale, pull it in. Again, that's going to help you engage the core. Now we're going to build on to this. I want you to lift the arm up with the leg. And then as you bend the knee, I want you to bend the elbow. Let's keep the palm facing in. So you're going to inhale, reach the right arm, left leg long, and exhale. I forgot to mention that if you are pregnant or postnatal, this exercise is great to rebuild the core and to strengthen the obliques when you're pregnant. So this is a pre and postnatal approved exercise. So good. So what we're working here is the anterior oblique sling. That is the our right rib down towards the left hip. And that is part of our abdominal wall. Yeah. So I'm going to watch my time. Keep going while I chat. We're going to go 20 more seconds here. You're going to inhale up, exhale, just pull it in. Now we're going to start to add a flex spine here. Keep going. Inhale, reach, exhale. So again, I'm not extending the spine and I'm not arching, I'm not rounding. Let's go. Last 10. In 9, we're going to add a flex spine. 8, 7. In 6, you got it. Last 5, 4. In 3, we're going to round the spine. 2, 1. As you pull that elbow towards the knee, I want you to scoop the abs. So it's like we're doing an upside down crunch. You're going to exhale. Rascal, they can't see me. You're going to exhale, round, and then you're going to inhale, reach it long. Exhale, round, and inhale, reach it long. So good, you guys. Let's go 15 seconds. exhale. Inhale, extend. We're going to switch up the movement here. So we're getting deeper into that core when we scoop the abs. Last 5. In 4, we're going to keep that arm and leg long. 3, 2, 1. Hold it long. I want you to lower. Tap the fingertips to the floor. And then exhale, lift. Exhale, lift. And lift. So again, these abs are stabilizing you. I don't want you to focus so much on the height. Yeah, if you're just going this high, totally fine. Let's go. Last 10. Breathe. 9, 8. In 7, we're gonna hold it. 6, 5. You guys, I'm like already sweating. 4. Woo, gotta get back in shape. 3. In 2, hold it up. Breathe. We pulse the leg only. Lift. 10. Breathe. 9. Squeeze that left glute. 8. In 7, we pulse the arms. 6. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pulse the arm. 10. Breathe. 9, 8. In 7, we'll take a rest. 6. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in. Take a rest. Take a little child's pose. So you should have felt little to no tension on that left wrist, left shoulder. Yeah? Because we kept our weight centered through the core. So we're going to switch it up here, but we're still working this right arm, left leg. So I'm going to face you so you can see me here. We're going to go for a little fire hydrant, keeping the left knee bent, right elbow bent. So we're going to be lifting the left knee out to the side along with the right elbow. Yeah, so we're going to build onto it just like we did with our bird dog. So what you're going to do is I want you to flex the left foot and you're just going to lift the knee. Now, what I don't want is this. I don't want inverted knee. You want to lift with the knee, let the ankle follow. That's going to get into our obliques, yeah? Our external obliques, which wraps around that bra strap line. So I'm going to face you so you can see, or turn around so you can, oh my gosh, so you can see my left side. Okay, it's already been a full work day. Can't you tell? Okay, so you're going to lift the knee, let the ankle follow. Again, I don't care the height. If it gets this high, totally fine. But I want you to think about wrapping the glute around the tailbone so that, again, we're getting this waistline. Okay, so continuing with this knee lift, we're now going to bend the right elbow to a 90. We're going to lift the elbow with the knee, hold it. Exhale, float it down. So when we exhale on the way down, that's what helps us engage the core. Inhale up, exhale down. You guys, are you feeling this? Like, this is wild. Inhale up, exhale down. So like we should feel this like where our muffin top is. Inhale up, exhale down. Okay, I'm going to watch my time so we're not here forever. Let's go 15 seconds. Breathe. Again, you should feel little to no weight on this left palm. We have pulses coming. 10 seconds. Last 5. In 4. We're going to hold it lifted. 3. Breathe. 2, 1. We're going to hold the knee and elbow lifted. We pulse the knee only. Breathe. 10, 9. I want you to lift up through that waistline. 8. In 7. In 6. We hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Watch me carefully. Keep this knee lifted. You're going to reach the arm forward. Exhale. Pull this elbow back to your tailbone so that knee stays lifted. If you need to modify, drop the knee. You'll still feel this right side oblique. You're going to lengthen. Exhale for 10. Breathe. 9. In 8. In 7, we rest. 6, 5. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Good job, you guys. Take a rest. Grab some water. I need some water. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to grab our soft Pilates ball. We'll come to the other side of the bird dog later, but I just want to get a break off your knees, off your wrists. So let's take off the weights if you have them. Um, for these, option to place them both on your wrist, totally fine. Um, we are going to lie all the way on your back, supine position. So, I'm feeling a little under the weather. So, if my sinuses start to get stopped up, please don't be alarmed. Okay. So, from here, what we're going to do is I want you to bring the knees to tabletop position, and the ball is going to come between the knees. So, we're just keeping the knees stacked directly over the hips and the ankles in line with the knees. So, we are just keeping our legs at a 90-degree angle. So, let's go for an imprinted spine. You're going to exhale, tuck the tailbone, push the back ribs into the mat. Yeah, that's going to really help us engage the core. Take that exhale like you're blowing out birthday candles. Now, from here, what we're going to do is we're going to keep the head down. I want you to inhale, lengthen the legs out. Exhale, I want you to squeeze the ball as you bring the knees in. Inhale out. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale out. Exhale, pull it in. Now, you can keep the hands right by the hips if that feels better for you. What I don't want is your legs going so low to where you have to arch the back. So it's okay if you go straight up. It's totally fine. It all depends on um, the shape of your spine. So inhale out, exhale in. Now, if you are pregnant, I forgot to explain pregnancy modifications. Keep going in that exercise. If you are pregnant, what I want you to do is go right back to the pelvic floor work that we did yesterday. This is really going to strengthen the lower abs. What I want you to do is come up on the elbows. I want you to tuck the tailbone, squeeze the ball. You're going to really feel engagement through those deep lower abs, that pelvic floor. Yeah, think of the pelvic floor like when you have to pee really bad, those muscles that you're straining to hold it, that's your pelvic floor. So try to find that connection. So work through this spine, this lower lumbar spine. You're going to tuck the tail and then slightly, you don't want to arch the back, just come to neutral, which is just your relaxed spine. Okay. So from here, if you are doing this with me, you're going to lengthen the legs, hold nice and slow. I want you to flex the ankles and I want you to sweep the legs down and then point the toes, sweep the legs up. Flex the ankles, sweep the legs down, exhale. Now, if you need lower back support, you can totally come to your palms. I have a natural anterior pelvic tilt. You guys are like, what is that? So I need a little support through my tailbone. Wow, this is insane. Okay, exhale, lift. Let's go for 10. Breathe, 9. Scoop it up, 8. 7. If this hurts your hip flexors, I want you to bend and pull it in, just like we started. Last 5. In 4, we're going to keep the legs straight. 3, 2, 1. Keep the legs straight. Flex the ankles. I want you to squeeze the ball as you crunch up. Squeeze as you crunch up. Good. Let's go for 10. For 9. In 8, we'll hold it up. 7. Good. 6. Breathe. 5. In 4, we're going to hold it up. Whew, losing the ball. 3, 2, lift it up, hold, just squeeze, breathe. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. We keep the ball tight. 5, 4, 3. In 2, we go little crunches. 1, little crunches, up. 10, breathe. 9, 8, 7, woo, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Whew. So good, you guys. Okay. So we are going to do one thing with the internal obliques, and then we'll go back to our bird dog. Okay. So if you have the ball, if you do not worry about it. But I'm going to explain this if you do have the ball. Your right leg is going to go straight. Ball is going to come onto the shin. Left arch of your foot is going to come on the ball. You guys are like, is she insane? If you don't have the ball, Just rest the foot on the shin. It's totally fine. This just creates a little instability because I'm a biatch like that. Okay. So what you're going to do is I want you to lift the head, neck, and shoulders. Take that exhale. You're going to dip and exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. If you start to feel this hip flexor, I want you to just bend the knee. Yeah, totally fine. Inhale, lower. Exhale, this right internal oblique is doing the work here. So I want you to think of this left leg as like a dead weight, and the right leg is lifting it up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, you lift. Let's go for 10. Breathe, 9. In 8, we're going to go for a little bicycle. 7, 6, 5. In 4, we're going to hold the legs halfway. 3. Breathe, 2, 1. Hold. From here, you're going to lift, twist. I want you to reach that right elbow towards the left knee. Think about lifting up from that right rib cage rather than the shoulder. Let's go for 10. Breathe, 9. In 8, we rest. 7, 6, last 5, 4, 3, 2, next one. Hold it. I lied. We're not resting. I want you to pull that left knee to the right elbow. Breathe. 10, 9, 8, 7, and 6. We really get to rest. 5, last 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. My current clients are probably laughing at me because I do that all the time. I'm like, okay, just 5 more and then we get a break. And then I think of another idea and I'm like, psych. Okay, I'm stalling. Let's go to the other side. So now the ball is going to be on the left shin, right arch of your foot. We're going to go for that little seesaw again. So you're going to dip it down, exhale, lift. If it's too much for you to hold the head in your hands, just keep the head down. Just makes it a little bit heavier through the core. Inhale, lower, exhale, lift. So now this left internal oblique is doing the work. Yeah, it's doing the heavy lifting. Inhale, lower, exhale, push it up. Last 10, breathe, 9. In 8, we have those bicycles. 7, 6, 5. In 4, 3, we hold it halfway. 2, 1, hold it halfway. We rotate. Breathe. Lifting up through that left rib cage. Last 10. For 9, 8. Breathe. 7. In 6, we have that right knee pull. 5, 4. Last 3, 2, 1. Hold it. Hold that right knee to left elbow. 10. You're just rolling the ball. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Last 4. In 3, we rest. 2, 1, and rest. So good, you guys. Let's set that ball off to the side. And we're going to go to the other bird dog. Okay, you guys. So now the weight is going to come on the left ankle. Left wrist. I'm like, do I know the parts of the body? Left wrist and right ankle. So we're going to go back to that same sequence that we started with. So we're going to come back to the quadruped position, which is on all fours, hands and knees. I want you to take that exhale. Think about pushing up and out of those shoulder sockets. Yeah, we don't want to dump into the shoulders. That's where you're really going to feel a lot of tension through the wrists and the upper body, which we do not want. So let's get started. You're going to inhale, lengthen the right leg out. Remember, it's at hip height. Exhale, scoop the abs, pull it in. Inhale, remember, this is a core exercise. So try to make it that, yeah? Try not to do so much glute work because this, I cannot tell you how many of this I see on Instagram, yeah? And that is so wrong. So you're just pressing it out. You want to go hip level and then bend it in. If you need to flex the ankle, sometimes I get a better connection. Okay, let's add the arm. So left palm is facing in. You're going to inhale, extend the left arm with the right leg. Exhale, pull that left elbow in towards that right knee. So we're maintaining this neutral spine here. We're not flexing the spine just yet. Inhale, extend. Exhale, we pull it in. Good, let's go for 10. In 9, we're gonna start to round that spine. 8. Breathe, 7, 6. Last 5. In 4, we got this. 3, 2, 1. You're gonna round the spine. Pull that knee in towards the elbow, yeah? Now we're working this opposite anterior oblique sling. Left rib down towards that right hip. Inhale, exhale, we round and lengthen. All right, watching my time. Let's go 20 seconds. We start those holds. Inhale, exhale, push up and out of that right shoulder socket. Good, for 10, 9, 8, 7, in 6, we're gonna lengthen. 5, last 4, 3, 2, 1, hold. I want you to pulse just the leg. Breathe. 10, 9, find that right butt cheek now. 8, 7, 6, in 5, we pulse the arm. 4, 3, 2, 1, just pulse the arm only. Breathe. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, in 5, we rest. 4, last 3, if you need to rest the knee, take it. 2, 1, and rest. All right, take some weight off that wrist and the shoulders. We're gonna go for the little fire hydrant, that little external rotation here. So the right knee comes to a 90-degree, or it stays in a 90-degree angle. Left elbow bends to a 90. So we're gonna start with that knee first. Remember, the knee lifts, the ankle follows. So you don't want an inverted knee like that. That's gonna get all into the glute, nothing in the obliques. So we lift, exhale, float it down. So now we're working through this oblique here, yeah? Inhale, lift. Exhale, if you need to flex that ankle. Again, sometimes that helps me connect a little bit deeper. All right, let's bend the left elbow and add the left arm with the right knee. So we lift, float it down. Think about expanding the ribs and then contracting them with that breath as you pull that elbow down towards the knee. Inhale, lift. Exhale, we float it down. Let's go. 15 seconds. We have the holds. Breathe. So good, you guys. 10. Breathe. 9. In 8. 7. We're going to pulse the knee. 6. 5. In 4. We got it. 3, 2, 1. Hold it. Pulse the knee only. 10. Breathe. 9. 8. Keep going. I'm turning this way so you can see my arm. 7, 6, 5. We have that arm. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the knee. If you need to rest it, totally fine. We're going to reach that arm. Exhale, pull it towards the tailbone. For 10. Woo! 9, 8. I really feel that oblique, you guys. 7. In 6, we rest. 5. Last 4. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Woo! So good. Okay, let's ditch those weights. We're gonna finish with one little fun oblique sequence that I wanna do. So I want you to grab the ball. If you don't have the ball, I want you to grab a soft pillow or something squishy, like a stuffed animal or something. I know you guys have something soft and squishy. Okay, so the ball is gonna be in between. You can come kneeling or standing, totally doesn't matter. I prefer my knees, so totally up to you. Ball is gonna be in between the right palm and right hip. So let's go left hand behind the head, or you can go left hand on your hip. We're gonna do a little side bend here. I want you to push that palm into the ball, and I want you to roll down. So we're stretching through this left side. I want you to think about the left side doing the work here. I know the right side has the ball, but I want you to focus on this left side. So keep pushing into that ball. and you're fighting resistance as you lift. So this is really where mind-body connection comes in, especially when we're just using our own body weight. You're gonna inhale lower, woo, stretching through this left side. I want you to think about this right side being just a total dead weight. This left side is pulling you up. That's where pushing the ball is really gonna help you. Inhale lower, exhale, whew. Inhale lower, and exhale. Oh my gosh, you guys, if you don't feel this, really focus on it. Like, get your mind right. I'll shut up. Exhale. Lots of mental work here. This left side is pulling the right. Let's go for 10. Breathe. 9. In 8. 7. 6. In 5. We're going to stop halfway. 4. 3. 2. 1. Stop halfway. I want you to come up an inch, down an inch. Keep this ball tight. Breathe. 10. Now, I don't want you to lean over like this, yeah? The hips should be in line with the shoulders. So your hips are forward for 10. Breathe. 9. If you need to go hand behind the head. 8. 7. 6. In 5. We're going to rest. 4. Breathe. 3. 2. 1. Woo! That's really good if you're pregnant too. Okay, last part for this left side. We're gonna hold on to the ball with our palms or your stuffed animal or your pillow. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna keep the hips squared towards the camera, and you're going to twist just from the waist up. So the hip bones are not moving. Think of your body in two parts. So you're gonna squeeze the ball as you twist and rotate. I want you to find this left side oblique. So I'm gonna be at a little diagonal here so you can see me. You're gonna twist and push with that left palm. Woo! And then release the tension in the ball when you come back to center. So we exhale, push that left palm even deeper. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is wild. I like totally geek out over this. Exhale and come back to center. All right, let's go for 10, for 9, for 8, 7. This is crazy, but I also kind of feel this in my lower abs. 6, 5, but if you're pregnant, don't let that scare you. 4, it's a total myth that you can't do abs when you're pregnant. And 3, we hold. 2, 1, holds. Squeeze the ball, both hands, you're holding it tight. We twist 1 inch deeper. Breathe. 10, 9, 8. Think about wrapping that shoulder blade around the spine. 7. In 6, we hold the twist. 5. Last 4, you got it for 3, 2, 1, hold. Just pulse that left palm in. Breathe. 10, 9, 8. In 7, we break. 6. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. Let's finish with the other side, and then you guys can be all done with me. Let's start with those roll downs, the little side bends. So now the ball is between the left palm and the left outer thigh. You're gonna push the ball. Now we're working this right side. So again, I'm not leaning forward and I'm not leaning back. My shoulders are in line with my hips. My shoulders are stacked over ribs. Ribs are stacked over hips. I'm using this right side, pushing into the ball, pulling up and over. And then we come right back down. Inhale. Exhale. Whew, I love this so much. And pull. Inhale. And exhale. I'm going to go hand behind my head because that's just where I feel the craziness. All right, let's go. Last 10. In 9. 8. We're going to go for those halfway side crunches. 7. 6. Breathe. 5. 4. Last 3. 2. 1. We come down an inch, up an inch. 10. 9. 8. Breathe. 7. 6. You can do it. 5. Last 4. 3. 2. 1. Rest. Okay, we're going to finish with the spinal rotations. Just a little side note. on all of my sessions with clients, I try to do spinal movements in different directions for every session. So like we just did lateral flexion here, and we're about to do spinal rotation. And then on that bird dog, we did just spinal flexion and extension. Spinal mobility is huge, especially when aging. So just keep that in mind. Sorry, just a little footnote. All right, let's finish. I'm stalling. So we're gonna twist to the right. Now the hips stay forward, yeah? So I'm not rotating my hips with this, and I'm not swaying from side to side. I'm letting my obliques right underneath my sports bra to follow me, to pull me back. And then we come back to center. Exhale, you push that right palm in the ball as you rotate. Good. All right, almost done, you guys. Are you sick of me yet? It's only workout 2. Let's go for 10. Breathe. 9, 8, 7. In 6, we're gonna hold the twist. 5. Last 4. In 3, we got this. 2, 1. Hold the twist. We're gonna twist even deeper. Breathe. 10, 9, 8. In 7, we keep it twisted. 6. In 5, we're just gonna squeeze that right palm. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it. Now just push the right palm into the ball. Woo! For 10. 9 is the grand finale. 8, 7. In 6, we're done. In 5. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. So good, you guys. Take a little child's pose stretch. Thank you so much for joining me. That was workout number 2, and I'll see you tomorrow.